Hi guys, this is gsm1.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy A52 5G, one of the most powerful Samsung Galaxy A phones ever. That's because it even brings some extras compared to the S21 series, believe it or not. Okay, so first of all, we have here the white version. There are also other ones, other hues like black. There's also violet and blue. As you can see here, the camera module looks a bit like the S21 one, but it's moved closer to the center of the phone. It's quite a heavy device. The bezels have increased, as well as the thickness and the weight compared to the predecessor. And let's see what's inside the box. First of all, we have a charger, which the S21 isn't offering anymore. That's already a plus. And the phone should be priced at around $400. Here you can see the key used to access the slots. When I say slots, I also include the micro SD, which once again the S21 doesn't have. We have the warranty card and quick start guide here. This is the charger with an USB-A connector and the typical Samsung format. I've seen this also with the Galaxy S5, so dates back in the day, this format. We have the promise here of, from what I can see, 7.8 watts. Actually wanted a bit more, should be more, because the phone itself can charge up to 25 watts. Which is actually not bad. And here we have the cable, which goes from USB-C to USB-A, nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, so that's about it as far as the box content is concerned. Let's go towards the phone. So first impression, if I were to be evil, I would say it's a bit rough around the edges because it has pretty beefy bezels and it's quite a thick phone. Make no mistake, it's still made of plastic. As the predecessors were. Samsung used to call it glastic, now they're calling it acrylic glass. It's still basically plastic, but with an extra. The phone has IP67 dust and water resistance, so that should be in your mind. I should probably also mention the fact that the screen has received an upgrade. We are still dealing here with a AMOLED panel, a Super AMOLED panel, but this one has a high refresh rate of 120 Hz, which is something new in the Galaxy A range. It's a 6.5-inch Super AMOLED Full HD panel, which is very bright, as you can probably tell for yourself already. Back to the design for a bit, 8.4 millimeters. It actually feels thicker than that and weighs 189 grams. The screen is protected with Gorilla Glass 5. And we have quite the chin here and the bezels, but at least there's symmetry and the punch hole is pretty small. Now going inside the phone, let's see what CPU is available inside. We have seen it before. Qualcomm Snapdragon 750G 5G 8nm octa-core. We've seen it on the Xiaomi Mi 10T Lite and also the Galaxy A52 5G. It's accompanied by 8 gigs of RAM. There's also a 6 gig RAM version out there. And we have an impressive 256 gigabytes of storage. There's also half of it on the version with less RAM. Plus micro SD card slot is present as well, and a 4500 mAh battery, which comes with 25 watt charging, and on paper that type of charging should bring it to 50% in 30 minutes. We shall see. Another welcome extra that we have on this handset is the set of stereo speakers on board, and Samsung has a good track record for that. And guess what? We even are getting an audio jack here at the bottom next to a microphone and USB-C port. For the sake of security, we have a fingerprint scanner in the display in this lower area. I don't seem to remember if I actually set it up or not. I'm going to have to look into that. It's probably using a combo of a fingerprint scanner and selfie camera unlock. Now for the connectivity settings, you're getting a combo of 5G, there's your Wi-Fi dual band, there's Bluetooth 5.0, GPS, USB-C 2.0 and NFC. I think it's time we also discuss the cameras. So the selfie one is in a punch hole. It's a typical for Samsung 32 megapixel shooter. It's not just Samsung. Oppo has been putting a lot of 32 megapixel cameras on its Reno phones. So the important thing is that this selfie camera can shoot 4K video. Not bad for a selfie shooter. And this is the back side cam. Quite large lenses and a cute looking setup. 64 megapixel main camera. Pay attention, with optical image stabilization. Not bad. 12 megapixel ultra wide, right close to it. and 5 megapixel macro and 5 megapixel bokeh, which were also present on the predecessor, the macro and the bokeh one. This is the LED flash, and we have 4K 30 frames per second capture. Not only that, we have some other extras in the camera area. So if you go here, we have single take, which uses AI to create some of those nifty shots, filtered, speed effect, and wide cropped. Fun, it changes every day. It's a partnership between Samsung and Snapchat, and every day brings you a new filter to play with, some of them cuter than others. Here we have a photo section. This is the night area. It's used to take night photos. This is the video, and you can see here we're swapping to 4K, which is called UHD here. You can see the stabilization with the super steady mode on, and the more section with the goodies like the AR doodle, pro, panorama, food, macro, portrait, pro video, which is something nice to see on a still mid-range phone, super slow-mo, and hyperlapse. So quite a few options. And just for the sake of curiosity, here we go. Can we really shoot 4K video? Oh yes, we can. UHD. So there will be some vlogging done with this handset. Now, software-wise, this is Android 11 with the already famous and world famous One UI 3.1 on top. It's a pretty solid upgrade if you're asking me. It has a lot of extras you learned about in the reviews of the S21 models, and that's pretty much it. We have digital well-being, advanced controls. You can trigger Bixby, of course. This is the security area with the face recognition, all that. This is the display section when you're tweaking the refresh rate. Standard is 60 Hz and the default is high for the 120 Hz. So overall, it's a bigger upgrade from the A51 compared to the A51. From the A50, it gets the stabilization, the IP67, the stereo speakers, the 120 Hz screen. For me, it feels like a gaming phone and also a video consumption phone, but it also feels like Samsung didn't put too much emphasis on the looks, to be honest. It's a bit chunky as far as the design is concerned. That's it for the, well, not the first contact, but the second one. The impressions are better crystallized here. You also saw the accessories. We'll be back with a full review sooner than you know it. Bye bye.